What up guys, Nakamoto Crypto here. So Splassive, what's left of them is back. So they are back with an update, and today we're going to take a deep dive at Splassive's new update and their attempt to come back from the grave and relaunch their version 2. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get to it. So Bitcoin Brown's Splassive went ahead and posted this yesterday. He says, attention everyone, just like we have been communicating and providing updates every few days, we wanted to give you all our comeback relaunch after that famous hack and his recklessness that caused people to lose a lot of money. So this is their comeback relaunch plan now. He says it has taken longer than we originally anticipated due to several factors we will outline here, and as well as give you a new look into what's coming next. In our previous review, we were able to find and blacklist 40 different addresses tied to the hacker. That hacker was able to take advantage of the multi-send airdrop tool in the Splassive website, and that was on the previous contract. So upon further review, we found an additional 15 addresses on top of those 40 addresses that were not tied to the original exploiter, but we also managed to blacklist those 15 addresses as well. So he's telling you that not only that the hackers used 40 different addresses, there was an additional 15 different addresses from possible Splassive whales or drip whales or whoever that they were able to blacklist as well, because those addresses was drawing money out as well, draining the liquidity down to zero. They said these 15 different addresses could have been different individuals that caught on as well to the vulnerability. It's hard to say that without knowing who the addresses were tied to. All you need to know, they all been blacklisted in preparation for the relaunch of Splassive version 2. This is absolutely ridiculous. They said that brings us to here. Like we stated previously, we have begun to review numerous messages, DMs that show a sentiment changing from gloom and doom to excitement, possibility of an anticipation. People know that we have a lot of eyes on us, and we are ready to buy back and double down with ideas of what this could turn into. They are milking you, trying to lure you back in. Don't fall for the trap. We have never left, they said. We have been in the chat rooms since the time of the exploit, assuring everyone that we are doing all that we can to turn this situation back around for everyone. This communication and transparency, in spite of all the naysayers and negative people, has meant a lot to people. So we will always be here for the community because you all blah, blah, blah. So here he's using Drip as an example now. He says to use Drip as an example. During the initial launch of Drip last year, the first 2-3 months of Drip went from $3 all the way up to $30. The first run came back down to $5, $6, $7. And I, Bitcoin Brown, can quote this because I was part of this time. So all these developers know each other. He's a drip whale, just like the guy from Elephant Money is also a drip whale, ironically. So some people freaked out when Drip dropped back down to like $5, but the ones who doubled down and bought more drip bags are the drip whales today. So he's saying that he's not saying anything negative about Forex Shark and BB, and he will always hold them in high regards and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, the second part of the update is just him talking about the relaunch of Splassive on Saturday, April 16th, and new whale contracts will be launched, and the new tap contracts will be launched, new splash will be relaunched, and the remainder of the liquidity, ironically, is just 950K. Mind you, millions of dollars were into Splassive. Because of his recklessness, now is less than $1 million in it. Splash token will begin trading at a price between $6, $7 or to $12. I'm not sure how much. But here's an interesting thing, guys. He says some bring up the point of how do we know that Splassive is safe this time? He says, well, we have triple checked the code with multiple different developers. Here's Bitcoin Brown trusting developers again. He says one of those developers that verified the code being vulnerability free for us is a known developer from a high trusted project that we have been in communication with him since we started. This developer from a high trusted project, it better not be the guy from Elephant Money, because you just seen what Bank Teller did to you pretty much. So he says, we know this is a huge step to rebuilding trust for everyone, and we want to show everyone that we are doing everything we can to provide everyone with a great opportunity, blah blah blah. You know, Splassive, he's trying to milk everybody to get back into this dead project. And yeah, the funny part about this is that all he did was blacklist the 40 different wallet addresses. Another 15 addresses were blacklisted from version 1. Splassive is going to relaunch to version 2, and he had trusted some developers. Who knows, this exploit could have been done by a dev. He is now trusting more devs to review this code for him and tell him, nah, it's okay, just go ahead and relaunch again without proper patching. He didn't even say anything with this update about whether or not he patched up the vulnerabilities, and now he is attempting to relaunch. And this is his latest update. He says, hi everyone, version 1 and version 2 swap is now live on the website, so users can just swap their Splassive tokens from version 1 to version 2 in order to carry on trading this rubbish drip clone website. So trading price on the DEX should be between $7 to $12 range. He doesn't know yet. And yeah, once again, Bitcoin Brown is just dodging questions, and there's no transparency I've seen with this update so far. No transparency at all. He didn't talk about the security of whether or not they patched up things properly. Everything is safe now, you can get back in. All he said was, because he's not a coder, Bitcoin Brown, he trusted some more devs to come in and tell him, yep, nah, this is cool, you can relaunch. That's not a good enough answer, especially to the Splassive community. This guy's recklessness, Bitcoin Brown, is just like Bank Teller. Bitcoin Brown have a history, they said, of just trusting unknown developers. His previous projects before the Splassive projects was him trusting devs that pretty much tricked him with the contracts code and just exploited everybody's wallet, ran away with people's money. And here comes Bitcoin Brown back into the telegrams trying to explain where people's money went and that he didn't really know that developer he trusted. How you launch a project and trust a dev, unknown dev, to code for you, and then people lose their money, you just come back and say, hey, I didn't really know that guy, he scammed me, I didn't scam you guys. And that's the same Bitcoin Brown who's now coming back with Splassive. You already seen what happened. You should learn your lesson by now. So yeah, all of these drip clones, if you are a dripper, stick to drip, because at least with Forex Shark, as hard as I criticize him on this channel, drip network itself has never been exploited. And also, apart from the Animal Farms recklessness where he lost people some money, hackers tried to steal that too, so he had to pause the contract. Apparently he says he saved everybody's money. We'll see about that. But apart from that, drip has never been hacked yet. But the funny part is that all the drip clones are somehow getting hacked, exploited, and liquidity is being drained. Drip is reaping the benefits of all of that because it's making a name for itself, and the price of drip always goes up every time a drip clone gets hacked. So best stay away from all of these drip clones. Piston token might be next, we don't know, because with all of these projects, the original code is a drip code. So somehow drip clones are being wrecked right and left, and the main drip website is just up and running. That's very spooky. And also the Splassive hackers addresses, look at this. Apparently he's still pulling out, as of 11 days ago, he's still pulling out funds. There's about 16,000 AVAXs left on his balance, and that's worth around $1.2 million right now. All of these Splash tokens, even blacklisted, he's probably gonna wash it into those scammy websites where you just, any money that you steal from the blockchain, you throw them into those and they select a random address for you so nobody can track the AVAX that he stole. and the splash that he stole pretty much. So yeah, that was Splassive Network. Be cautious with these drip clones and websites. They all headed down the same road, just like I said, and it's been happening one by one. Stay tuned, like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I've been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.